What is the overriding Palestinian attitude toward Jews in Israel? Whatever the attitudes may have been 20, 30 years ago, today is very different than uh, back then or even before October 7th. So often people look at world issues as being somewhat of an abstraction instead of understanding human behavior and psychology in the macro world the same as in the micro world as individuals. And so I think as a starting point, it's always helpful to look at how we feel about things as individuals on a very small level to be able to extrapolate that to the bigger world. If you have a brother or sister or relative who is killed by somebody, even if that person is justified in killing your sibling or relative, the overwhelming instinctive reaction is to hate that person and for that hatred to foment and continue. We are now coming off October 7 and its aftermath, and actually the aftermath is still continuing what Israel is doing in Gaza. Regardless of what you think about the justification or not. And I personally believe Israel had a duty to go in and try to eradicate Hamas. The number one purpose of a government is to protect its citizens from outside attack. But right or wrong, the Palestinians in Gaza have suffered immeasurably. They've seen loved ones, including children, be killed. And it is just a horrific loss to take. These are images that will remain in their minds for the rest of their lives. And it creates a huge obstacle to peace. And so, first and foremost, right or wrong, that's a reality that we all have to understand and grapple with. There is also a socialization of hate that is undeniable, regardless of October 7, and that began before October 7, 2023. And that is that so many Palestinians in Gaza have been raised to hate Jews. It's become part of the culture. It's normalized. You can go on YouTube and look for videos and you'll find them of young Palestinian children, grade age, 10 years old and younger, in plays reenacting killing Jews, celebrating killing Jews. As long as Palestinians raise their children in whatever numbers to feel that way, that's going to be an obstacle to peace. There are Hamas and other organizations actually pay the families of martyrs, those who go and kill Jews and die in the process. They pay the families of martyrs ongoing support for having done so. That is a culture that is an obstacle to peace. And as Golda Meir, former Prime Minister of Israel, said decades ago, peace will only come when the Arabs love their children more than they hate ours.